Guys, come let me tell you something. It's about the art of cunning. If you are a man that aspires to rise to the top of the ranks or take up a leadership position, be it a father, a husband, a cleric, a politician, a CEO, then you'd realize that you have to master the art of cunning as a tool for you to achieve these goals successfully. You see, the game is the game. Whether you choose to play or not is immaterial. The game will be played with or without your participation, and many times it's to your detriment. The man with little or no cunning is like a man with money and status that builds this beautiful edifice in the middle of the slum and leaves the gate open, thinking that nothing will happen to him. People are not that nice. Many people want the same things that you have and won't hesitate to take it from you if you lose guard. Cunning helps you to use your enemies to your advantage and form stronger bonds with allies. It is the art of concealing your intentions and methods while observing the intentions and methods of others and planning your moves accordingly. It is understanding and identifying leverage and knowing when to act and use it. Dissect how a cleric preaches and people bring out their wallet and start dropping money. Dissect how a politician reads out his manifesto and people come out en masse to vote for him. Dissect how a family man is able to manage his wife and kids and do this successfully and they live happily. Then you realize that to achieve this, you need some level of cunning. Cunning can find application in any form of social interaction, be it in business and career, family settings, between friends, in sales, etc. If you don't possess this skill naturally, it can be learned. All you just need is the will to want to learn it. You play to your strengths, which is your intellect, your contacts, your connections, and all that. There is no nobility in doing things unnecessarily the hard way. No point recreating the rags to riches underdog story. Here are some of the applications of cunning. 1. In career. We are all aware of the politics that takes place in corporate organizations. Who gets recruited, who gets promoted, plus all the competition and favoritism that takes place between colleagues, superiors, and subordinates. So competence and hard work are never enough, especially if you find yourself in a place like Africa. So cunning can come in handy if you wish to rise to the top of the ranks. When dealing with colleagues, know who has your best interest at heart and be their ally. You must have your ears to the ground and be abreast of every latest information that takes place in the organization. Know who your biggest competition is and outperform them in every task. When dealing with superiors, make sure you are noticeable, especially when you are exceptional. Don't let a supervisor or someone take credit for your work. Find ways to get close to decision makers and notice what they really want, need, and like, and gravitate towards it. When dealing with subordinates, know when to come to their level and be empathetic. A subordinate could be the one that will take your file to a superior for appraisal, and they are usually privy to information in the organization you might not be aware of. Having them as allies can increase your chances of success in an organization. 2. In business. The tools here are charm and persuasion. When dealing with members of staff, make them buy into the vision of your organization and find ways to create a dynamic of healthy competition amongst them. Openly reward optimum performance and create incentives for optimum performance not to leave your company. The idea here is to make them have a sense of ownership and family and do the business like it's theirs. When dealing with customers, always make a proposition fast, easy, and better, not necessarily cheap. Fast because human nature wants things right now. Easy because people are generally lazy. If anything stresses them, they can drop off. Better because people feel entitled to something better. Depending on the industry you are in, these 3 items can be varied and applied. Just tailor it to your customer base. When dealing with suppliers or other business-to-business relationships, always have options and make them know you have options. A businessman with no option has no leverage, and a man with no leverage will be made to settle. The idea of making them know you have options is that you can get better deals and discounts, and you make them work hard to retain you as customers. Number 3, in family. One of the measures of the competence of a man is how he governs his household with strength, wisdom, authority, and a decent amount of cunning. As a good patriarch, every major decision you make should implicitly focus on the collective good and interest of your family. And with this responsibility should come some level of authority. You see, patriarchy is a matter of governance. Governance is a matter of authority. Authority is a matter of leadership. And leadership is a matter of people management, in this case, women and children. There are many parallels between women and children, so these strategies addresses both. If you've been around women long enough, you'd know that they are the masters of cunning and manipulation, though less subtle, but extremely powerful. Some of the strategies they engage are use of sex as a tool, shedding of tears, love bombing, guilt tripping, etc. A not so cunning man can be easily manipulated or puppeteered by a woman. Ironically, women enjoy the authority men have over them and little decisions we make for them, like what to wear, what to eat, what time of the day to go out, and a list of others. What they don't like, however, are men that abuse this authority and lord it over them. Even if you are trying to save her from herself or from an impending danger, you don't do this by destroying her self-esteem and forcing compliance. You only build up resentment. Many men belong to one of these two categories: the over-strict man that seeks control and wants to monitor every aspect of her life. She'll be scared of you, should resent you, but will betray you in secret. The second category is the weak man, the man that allows and permits her to do whatever she likes. She would betray you openly and resent you eventually. The third category, which I think every man should belong, is the category of the loved and appreciated man. He neither seeks control nor neglects her, but always gives her options and always makes her have a choice. Only makes the emotional cost of foolishness high and incentivize good choices. You make her evaluate her options by attaching a high emotional cost to her decision making because she'd want to have a good and solid relationship with you. In conclusion, cunning doesn't necessarily mean that you are being manipulative or evil or trying to cheat and hurt others into achieving your own goals. It's just a tool that is necessary for social interactions. Think of it this way: advertising is not bad except the product you're selling is terrible. Cunning is not bad until your intentions for it are bad and evil. We've come to the end of this video. Kindly hit the like and share button and subscribe and follow for more content like this. Thank you.